Welcome back to another Buy or Invest. This time around, I have the pleasure of going over Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai reprint version. I say pleasure because I never knew if this set was going to be reprinted, but here we are. It is getting reprinted. I love this anime, I love the characters, and I love the movie Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl. That set is actually coming out for Weiss Schwarz. That'll be coming out October 14th, 2022. What this video series looks to do is go over my thoughts on a set. I figure out how much I want to buy for my own personal collection and how much extra product I will be buying for investment purposes. My disclaimer with that is I want to keep all the booster boxes for myself. I don't actually want to sell any of this. I just know that more than likely the prices of these boxes will go up in the long term, and that's why I want to buy more of it. This is based on long-term investing. I will tell you this up front. This is not about short-term pricing. This is not about flipping this stuff. I'm talking about years, so let's get that straight. This set originally came out on November 15th, 2019. The reprint has a tentative date in October, but that could be pushed back to November, December, sometime next year. It's really just tentative at this point. There are 100 types of normal cards and 32 parallel. I read the rates for the case or carton to be 2 SP or 1 SEC and 1 SP. That's really low considering most sets these days have 3 SPs in it. There will be 2 secret rares, 6 special rares, 7 triple rares, 17 super rares, and only 10 double rares. So no crazy double rare pluses, no 12 double rare set, just your normal 10 double rares. We have a few not signature cards in the set. It used to be signatures. This is going to be stamps because this is an Aniplex set, which stinks because if you wanted signatures like the original had, you are not getting them. So the stamps will be of Mai, Tomoe, Ryo, Nodoka, Kaide, and Shoko. If you are a fan of Sakuta, you're not getting his signed card. Well, it wouldn't have been a signed card, it would have been a stamp, but you're not getting him at all, so don't worry about it. What this reprint does not have is this playmat. You will not be getting this playmat. What you are also not getting is a trial deck reprint yet. And I say yet, I'll talk more about that later, but we are not getting that, which means you are not getting this Ephemeral Existence Mai Sakurajima. Even if they were to reprint the trial deck, you're not going to get a signature for it. It would just be that stamp. If you wanted to know more about the history of the Ephemeral Existence Mai Sakurajima, check out TCG. He has a quick video for you. It is only 2 minutes and 18 seconds about what happened with this card, the era that existed, why is this card selling for thousands of dollars. On the image it says 6,000, but that is a lot higher today than 1 year ago. There is a tournament store PR pack. There are 6 foil promos this time around. There is only 1 foil PR inside of a pack. You can receive this by buying a booster box of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai reprint or Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl. If you want this pack, you need to buy it from an official tournament store that sells Weiss Schwarz. Note, at the very bottom, there is a disclaimer that it is limited to 5 packs per person. That means at best you can only get 5 out of 6 of these promo cards if you don't get a duplicate. You will need to buy from 2 different stores or purchase on the secondary market to actually get the 6th one. I will also note here, because it ticks me off, that sellers have been, abusing this whole tournament store PR pack and selling them instead of giving them to people, or ending up with these packs just because they shouldn't get it and they just decide to sell it. Right here, this is actually really easy to tell who is breaking the rules, as no seller anywhere on eBay, Mercari, TCG Player, they should not have more than 5 packs from a store. So if someone is selling, let's say 15 to 20 of a certain PR card, right, that Mai right there, if someone has 15 to 20 of them, that is pretty questionable. We don't know for sure, but they seem like they are breaking the rules. Bushy Road has requested those sellers to be reported. They talked about that in a prior communication. There are no signatures or serials for Bunny Girl Senpai. There will be serial numbers on the Dreaming Girl set that is going to be released. Here are the different signatures changed into stamps for Bunny Girl Senpai. Here is the SEC of Mai Sakurajima. These cards look real nice. I'm gonna say that right away. They look super nice. I love Shoko. I am a humongous fan of Shoko. So here's her with her umbrella. And we have the sister Nodoka. And then we have Kaide. Oh man, I love Kaide, the sister of Sakuta. She's really cool. I think she looks really, really cute and just a lot of fun. I just loved her on the show. And here's Shoko again. Man, I love this show. This is one of the hardest buy or invest videos that I had to make to this date. Seriously, it was really hard and it was heartbreaking because of the lack of signatures. And then we have Mai Sakurajima here. We also have Tomoe, who I know some people that watch the anime do not like her. I like her. I think she is fun. And then we have Rio, who is also one of my favorites out of there, Shoko. And Rio definitely captured my heart. I definitely want the Rio card. I would really love to have this one. No trial deck reprint yet. The reason why I say yet is because some recent news that we got from Weiss Schwarz. There was an announcement for reprints of Data Live and Kaguya-sama Love is War. Previously, most people have thought that trial deck reprints would never be a thing. However, they announced that this is going to be a thing. This can actually happen. So Data Live and Kaguya-sama both getting reprints. It is set to come out for 2023. The reprints, the big thing to note is there is no gold coloring. It is switched to silver. Here are the SP cards from the trial deck. Note that Data Live had signatures originally. Kaguya is an Aniplex anime, which means there are no signatures on there originally. All that's happening on here is the gold is changing to silver. Since this is a trial run for reprinting trial decks, if this is a success, I imagine that we could get a Bunny Girl trial deck reprint if enough people ask for it, and if the booster box reprint does well. Here on TCG Players, you can see the amount of SECs is pretty scarce. The SCCs have none available. And again, remember the fact that there are no signatures in the reprint, this should push it up. So on the SPs, you can see there is one for Rio at $800. You have Kaide, 2 listings at $2,500. The price has gone up just because of the reprint not getting those actual signatures. Some people instead went and bought the Japanese reprint, which actually kept their signatures. Some of the demand for this English reprint could have gone to the Japanese side because people are like, screw it, I want the signatures, so let me buy the Japanese version and not buy the English versions. I had a hard time with all this because I was trying to figure out where the SPs would actually land. So what I ended up doing was taking a look at other reprint sets, other Aniplex sets to give me that answer. I started out looking at no signature Aniplex sets. We have Sword Art Online Alicization 2 and Fate Grand Order Camelot. They had no signatures, but they were given serial numbers. With the other Aniplex sets, they had no signatures and no serial numbers, which is in line with Bunny Girl Senpai. This included Magia Record Anime, Kaguya-sama Love is War, and Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel 2. So this is the grouping I chose from to match with Bunny Girl Senpai. Now, the next thing we also have is reprint with silver signatures. This includes that Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime and Overlord or Nazarick Tomb of the Undead, whichever you want to use. Nazarick hasn't actually been reprinted yet, so out of this grouping, I will take a look at Slime. Anime popularity, this came off of my anime list. Bunny Girl Senpai has a super solid score of 8.26, 53 popularity, and 1.5 million members. Of the 3 with no signatures or serial numbers, Kaguya is the closest with a score of 8.41, 59 popularity, and roughly 1.5 million members. Slime had a slightly lower score, 8.13, 89 popularity, and 1.2 million members. Kaguya had different colors for the SP stamps. The pricing of the SPs generally are lower because of the missing signatures. Some people ended up buying the Japanese version instead to actually get the signatures. Kaguya Set 2 came out for Weiss Schwarz already and caused serious showdown between Genius's Kaguya to spike up in price. You can see that one one on TCG Player, $9,999.00. You might as well have gone for all 9s on that one, I think. This won't sell for that price, obviously, but it just shows you how much of that card was actually left and the knowledge that this card should have gone up in price. The double rare version of that card is above $30 at this point. Slime Reprint kept the signatures since this is not an Aniplex show, but changed the gold to silver coloring. Some people only wanted the gold, some people didn't care. I'm in the camp that didn't care because I like the silver on the blue backgrounds, and I'm fine because they're still signatures, and the fact that I don't have to pay a ton of money for a gold version. Reprint version, second version, didn't matter to me. I was happy because if you're on a budget and you just wanted the card, it was pretty nice to have it. Some people looked at these reprints on TCG Player and looked at the listings, the amount sold, and used that to argue one way or the other. I will say though, no matter what, not everybody uses TCG Player, so this isn't the best kind of measurement tool. Some people just sell on Facebook, some are on eBay, some are on Mercari. Some of these silver cards did sell in those different places. I wondered if the lack of listings has anything to do with people opening for themselves versus buying singles. The question here is, with the popularity of Bunny Girl Senpai, will people be looking for the opening experience or just searching for singles? I love opening cards, and I feel like there are more people with the mindset coming into Weiss that they want to have that experience. Not having a certain amount of listings on TCG Player is not really as much of an indication anymore when it comes to these special cards. Here are the triple rare cards. Remember, any card with TE in the serial are trial deck cards, which we know will not be reprinted as of right now. The top row are all trial deck cards. The bottom rows have a few listings available. We know, of course, that we should see a drop in prices due to the reprint. The World Without You Mai triple rare is $49.99. That should be an interesting card to take a look at because it's so high priced and it has a really nice picture of Mai on there. Next is the SRs. There was a few of them. I didn't put them all onto the screen. Same thing applies. Anything with TE on there is from the Trail deck. Sunset Sky Mai is the biggest one on TCG Player at $59.99. We'll see what happens with that pricing when this reprint happens, and I really do love the look of that Nodoka. Really nice looking card. The double rares should be coming down as well. If people are looking just for my cards, then more than likely this base rarity card will be coming down. This really all hinges on what I said before, how many people are actually opening and how many people are looking to buy multiples of one card. Very important. How many people are going to be playing with this set? We know that people buy play sets, which is 4 of each card, but being that the meta on this one, this set came out originally on November 15th, 2019. We know all card games go through power creep. This set is definitely old. It's cute, it's warm, it's fuzzy, but there are some really killer decks out there right now in the world, and this probably will not hold up against that. Finally, this part is really straightforward to me. There is enough people out there who wanted this set. They were in love with this set, but they thought they were getting signatures, and now they are not. Even though that's happening, the following is 4 stars. People wanted it. I love this. That's why this makes it so difficult for me, just because I'm staring at cards that have no signatures on it. As for the meta, this could win, but more than likely it's not, so it's getting 2 stars. To sum it all up, Bunny Girl Senpai has a strong following. It lacks the signatures that makes Weiss special. It has no serial numbers to compensate for the lack of signatures. Why they didn't put it in there, I have no clue, as they're putting it in the Dreaming Girl set. Why didn't they put it in this reprint? It also will use a silver stamp instead of a gold stamp. I still don't understand why they did that, since, you know, no signatures is a dead giveaway that this is a second print. Meta-wise, this thing is not strong at all. It is outdated at this point. I leave you with these questions and considerations. How many people will open sealed or buy singles? Is this a set people want multiple of one card, or just one of each to make a master set? I will tell you myself that I just want a master set. I don't want to actually own multiples of cards just because I more than likely will not play with this. Of the sets we looked at, will the SP prices look like Kaguya, Slime 1, a mix of those two, or something completely unique? Will there be a trial deck reprint? Reprints of trial decks are now on the table. However, will we see it for Bunny Girl Senpai? Or because this is coming out in October and reprints of trial deck trial run is happening in 2023, maybe we missed the boat on this completely. I love this anime. For me, this is a buy purely for a collection. I will be buying some extra as I believe as the years go by, people will ignore the lack of signatures and seek nostalgia in the form of a cute, strong girl that dresses up in a bunny girl suit. Last but not least, you can always contact me through my videos, leave a comment, or you can email me if you're comfortable with that at seniorbigb@gmail.com. I am out on Twitter. I'm using that a little bit more now. You can catch me at seniorbigb1. And lastly, if you need to buy any sort of cards or product out on TCG Player, please use my link. The link is also in the description of every video. What I do there is anything that you purchase from TCG Player, a certain portion of that goes back to me in the form of a monthly payment. What I do with that is I take that money and give it away every month to my viewers. So really, this is just a way to actually give back to all of you. If you're going out there anyways, please use my link. As always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside your budget. Have a good one.